A country football class, we're here to light the fire. Spitting facts and stats, you know we never tire. Bringing the heat up, that passion won't retire. Busting through the mic, our voices never expire. We ignite the spirit, never fading out. Light the torch, USC fans rise up high. On this podcast, we aim for the sky. Knowledge and entertainment never lie. Together we stand, let the truth amplify.
What's going on, Trojan fans? Welcome back to another live episode of the Light the Torch podcast here. And so we got a show going on today. It's going to be a little bit of a light show, so we might open it up to the chat here in a second. But so we got some updates on DJ Wingfield. So it's not looking too good. So we'll look into that, and we'll probably talk about some options when it comes to the offensive line if DJ Wingfield is not available for us. And then we will go ahead and talk about an early preview of Michigan State. And we don't really have too much updated news, but if you guys have some for recruiting, but if you guys have some questions about recruiting, hopefully we can try to answer that for you. But other than that, let's go ahead and introduce the guys. We are a full cast today. So we have, of course, B. Jones to my far right. How's it going, B. Jones?
Right on.
Right on. And, of course, Mr. Guns in the bottom right corner. How's it going, Guns?
Doing good. Fight on.
When does Cal Southern Centaurs start their season?
8-5 Tuesday.
8-5.
So in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. And do we still only have 6 spots left?
6 spots, 6 spots left. So no one reaches out. We might just put some people out there, and just put them in the spot. But yeah, there's we got some good spots. It's not offensive line. Well, there's a couple, but like D tackles, we need some D tackles out there. We need a free safety still. So I mean, there's some good legit spots. I know not everyone likes to be an offensive lineman, but.
And then we have the ghost of Raul here with us. Don't be alarmed. He's actually here. He's just a ghost at this point. How's it going, Raul?
Going all right. Just having camera issues for some reason, but fight on.
Yeah, I was having some camera issues just before this happened. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe we might have to move away from StreamYard or something. I don't know. But yeah, so how's everyone's weekend going so far?
Can't complain, man. It's, didn't do much. Spent a little time with the son. My son just took him out, let him do his thing, man. But aside from that, we did get our dynasty started this weekend.
Yeah.
This will be fun.
I finally picked up the game, and I'm trash at it, so it's okay.
It's gonna take some work. So.
But we have 41 days left until the season starts. So is it 41 or 42?
41.
41. 41 more days until we open up against Missouri State. So let's go ahead and dive right into the updates here. Kristen's not here. Are we even allowed to start right now? Kristen, where are you at?
Honorary member, Christian.
I know. But let's go ahead and let's dive into a quick update about DJ Wingfield here. So who wants to go ahead and drop the news? What's going on with DJ?
Yeah, I'll pop in. So it's starting to sound like it's going the other direction in terms of him actually being eligible for this upcoming season. It sounds like, according to some people out there, due to the House settlement, there is some language in there that can allow the NCAA to have more power, basically, to not allow these kids an extra eligibility, even though they just came out with the JUCO stuff, So, and that's DJ Wingfield's situation, right? He played 2 years of JUCO ball. He should be able to get that 1 year left. But it's not sounding good. He has the attorney Darren Hittner, I believe is how you say the last name. So I mean, he's become more popular in the college football space. We'll see what he can do and help us out. He's got to find that right judge, obviously, to get us on board. And we'll see what happens. But it's not looking good. And now the question is, if he does not become eligible, what are our options for that left guard spot?
All right. Well,
Before we deep dive into the DJ Wingfield when it comes to the O line and whatnot, I do want to say this. I came across this article that Arkansas has a soon to be 30-year-old sophomore. So make it make sense. How is it that DJ Wingfield it's over here trying to fight for a roster spot, but they have this 30-year-old as a sophomore?
has he ever gone to college? Maybe just
It
like
doesn't matter. I mean, even if he hasn't gone to college, like if
yeah.
I'm not exactly
he's an
sure.
old grown
I
man at
wonder
this
if
point.
it's his athletic clock. So like
Right.
normally when you start your clock, that's what they call it. That's when you have to get going and play
So
your
then,
sport.
so then
That's
you
what my
telling me,
guess is.
so
So
then you're telling me that LeBron James could actually go back to college then, since he's never gone to
I don't
college?
know. I don't know. I don't
So
know.
like, this
But
is what I'm saying. It just
Another
makes
yeah,
no
sport.
sense.
it's there's a lot of nuanced stuff that just yeah.
So like, if the NCAA denies these kids, not even just bias with DJ Wingfield, but if they deny these other kids, but they let this 30-year-old play, and he's a sophomore, guys, not even a senior, he's a sophomore. Like, how does that even make sense?
Yeah,
It
no, I
doesn't.
mean, I definitely get what you're saying. The right thing for the NCAA to do is be to sign these waivers, man, for, at least for this year. And if you want to implement something next year, cool. I mean, these kids are sitting here waiting in limbo. Their futures are in limbo right now.
I think the NCAA is being petty at this point. They've been losing a lot, so they feel like that. Oh, hey, they finally have some power, and now they're just being petty with the power that they have.
Right.
So, but yeah, it definitely sucks. We invested a whole spring session on him, and it sucks for him just in general that he thought he
Right.
had the ability to come back and play and maybe make a bigger impact on a potential team to make the playoffs. And now he's possibly losing out on that. He could have maybe have entered into the NFL draft, and now if he chooses to do that, he's kind of late in that aspect. So
Not only that, but it hurts him for like even next year because he's gonna go a whole year without playing. Really,
So,
right? So I mean, he can probably go to like the other leagues. Like,
I mean, yeah, he could probably go to the UFL or the CFL if he wants to.
yeah, man.
Yeah. So what
Go
do you
ahead.
guys think of who's gonna fill that spot? Like what's each person's thoughts around that?
I got my eyes on Michael Benuelos.
Okay.
See how he looks in his return, man. Last time we saw him, he looked pretty good up until his injury, man. So, I mean, hopefully he come back to form or even better. You know what I mean? So, I don't
Or
know.
what about? Do you think it wouldn't be the best interest to slide Justin T inside or Tobias inside?
If that's the best option.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
for whatever the best option is, more than anything, but yeah, but I still have my eyes on Benuelos, man. He won a starting position before, so let's see what he does.
Yeah, we'll definitely see.
Yeah. For me, I'm kind of both sides. I'm fine with either Micah or one of those tackles to go inside. I mean, there was talk last year that maybe we wanted Tobias to go inside at the guard position, and play that. So, um, again, I'm confident with our O line coach now. So I think it's just again getting the chemistry going and being on the same page. Moving forward. The great thing is, and we talked about this off stream, is the schedule. The schedule is helping us. to make sure that the chemistry is right there until we really get into some big games. So um, I just hope we figure out the situation early on in camp. I don't want to find out late on camp and maybe the staff was thinking he was going to still get eligible, right, and then we get told no, he's not eligible, and then we have to make a late change. That's kind of my thoughts, just with this whole situation. It's just hopefully we find out sooner rather than later.
Well, I'm sure a lot of these players are still trying to practice like they're getting ready to start. So hopefully they're still like spending time with each other, getting to know each other, and building that chemistry even off the field.
I was really going to ask you guys that. So, what do you think Lincoln should do in this situation? Should he move forward as if uh, DJ is not going to be with us and get some of these younger guys reps
I
until we
mean,
get wise?
feel
I
like
mean,
that should be
they
the
got
situation.
what was that?
I feel like that should be the situation at this point. It sucks to say that, but
Yeah.
at this point, you kind of got to get its next man up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you kind of honestly go into camp thinking he's not going to be there. Going to camp because I mean I feel like it's easier for us to go back to him than the other way around, right? He's was there pretty much the whole spring camp, so go into the fall camp thinking he's not going to be the guy, and then all of a sudden he comes back. I think that just helps us in the long run. That helps the depth basically, right? Now you know, okay, hey, I got another guard that I can play here just in case if something does happen to GJ, like injury wise or something like that. So, yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, it definitely should be interesting to see how this goes. Oh, look, here he is now. Kristen has arrived here. 11 minutes and 58 seconds into the show. Appreciate you showing up, though. Really appreciate it, Kristen. But yeah, yeah, like at this point, we just kind of got to move forward and hope for the best, but we got to plan for the worst at this point.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, a lot of the chat is saying that Trader and Micah or Justin T should fill those positions. Yeah, or Justin is a tackle. So, hey, you never know. They could just because they're one thing, they could be versatile. So they don't have to be slated at one specific spot. So
Yeah, Hayden Trader, man, this guy I have my eye on too. Um, he's a guy that I was pretty high on coming out of high school, man. I think he has pro potential. I know he was banged up a little bit last year, but this year I think I haven't heard anything about it as far as injuries. I think he's good to go. So I think he'll be right in the running, you know what I mean, if nothing else, if getting on the field, being in that rotation.
hey, if I can't give him crap, then are we really cool?
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if maybe we start hearing Makai saying his name as well. In fall camp again. Any of those options, Micah, Trader, Makai. So we'll see, obviously. But I think the good thing is we have options. We just got to figure out who that right option is, and then go from there.
And real quick before we move on forward, Jeff, your chain has been shipped, so you should be receiving that fairly soon, if not today or tomorrow.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
All right. What else do we want to add on to this here in regards to the DJ Wingfield? I heard that the NCAA has been pretty successful at winning these these lawsuits or whatever these issues here. So it's definitely not looking good right now.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if you're gonna get one of D Knicks, I mean, you got you got to get one to Wingfield too, man. That's the only thing that's bothering me is because they already approved some guys in the same situation already for this upcoming season.
Yeah. Like that one receiver or that one tight end that went to Miami. That was like on like his 7th year or something like that.
Yeah, something crazy.
And Raul is back. Is
Yeah,
is he officially back?
I don't
don't,
know,
they,
guys. Like I'm
they're
here, but I don't know my Wi-Fi is acting up today. Technology.
Jeff asked. I feel like Wingfield maybe didn't do the paperwork in time. I don't know.
I haven't heard that, so I don't want to say that. But yeah, I mean, we're dealing with the NCAA here, so whether he got it in time or not, we're dealing with the NCAA. So I mean,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that has more to do with anything, more to do with it than anything, man. Just NCAA dragging the feet because he's definitely not the only one who's still in limbo. There's players on other teams who have guys in the same situation. So
Yep.
Yep.
All right. I want to give a shout out to the SBs actually for getting the USC marching band to do a little tribute for Lee Corso for at the SBs. So if you guys didn't get a chance to see the video of his little tributes that ESPN did for him, it was really nice to see, and there were a lot of USC moments that he had on there in his little his compilation here. And it's didn't they say that he's, or some people have said that he's 17-0 when he picks USC to win?
Yeah, he's 17-0 from what?
Undefeated 17. No.
Yes, yeah, 17-0.
That's a hell of a prediction rate for him. So he
And his
definitely likes for the most part he likes choosing USC. Like I feel like he's been a fan for USC for a while.
and his last official
Absolutely.
pick was USC as well. So
Was it the Texas A&M one?
no, I'm just saying. I
Oh
thought
no, yeah,
He's just
when he
saying.
was doing his little when he did the fight on. Yeah, but yeah, it was a nice video to see. So shout outs to Lee Corso, shout outs to SB for getting the Trojans there, and what was it? Juju, didn't she just win Player of the Year or something like that? Or what was it?
Once I forget what the award was, but it was something for the
women's
SBs.
I
women's
think it's
women,
like college female athlete of the year or something like
Yeah,
that.
female athlete of the year or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout outs to her. And, Jakeem Stewart was at the SBs. Who else was at the SBs from USC?
Jakeem Stewart.
Jakeem,
yeah,
yeah, he was at that.
Yeah. Walker Lyons was there with his brother as well.
Oh yeah, Walker was with Ryder. Yeah, hopefully that's
So Walker Lyons' little brother was there.
yeah Ryder.
Cool.
that's what we're doing, man. We've been petty now.
I think it would be like I think you'd be petty if you went to Oregon, but he's going to BYU. So
I'm gonna be white, man. I'm not mad at that.
Nah,
I ain't
I'm just messing around. I mean, he could always end up at USC, man. So
Yeah.
he could always change his mind.
I have another theory, but I won't mention it.
why you want to bring that up then?
Yeah, Guns knows, but yeah. We'll see what
Okay,
happens.
I missed whatever you said. My internet was tripping.
Don't worry about it.
All right, what else? So do we just want to move on to the early preview for Michigan State?
Let's get into it.
All right, so let's go ahead and start talking about Michigan State for what they're week 3 for us right now. Is it week 3? No, they're
Yeah, week 3.
Week 4.
Before we-
wait. I no, it was week 4.
Yeah, it's week 4. We played Purdue before Michigan State.
Wait, I'm so confused at this point. But
Did we skip someone? No,
Yeah.
we did all
Missouri
of them.
State, Georgia Southern, Purdue.
Yeah, we did all of
Michigan
them.
State. It's
Yeah.
We did.
week 4, guys.
Week 4. Yeah, we did all of them.
for some reason, I was thinking Illinois was week 4. All right, so
Yeah.
week 4 is Purdue. I'm sorry, Michigan State. Their head coach is Jonathan Smith, former Oregon State head coach. He's 39-42 as a head coach for 7 seasons. What are you guys' thoughts about or Michigan State? We'll go with B Jones.
Um, they have Aiden Childs over there, man. Long Beach product, local guy, so he gets to return home, play in front of his hometown. When he comes to the Coliseum, Aiden Childs is pretty. He's up and down. I'll say that. He shows some promise, and then you know what? Exactly how people think of Jaden right now is what's been said about Aiden Childs. So I think he threw 11 touchdowns, but he also threw 13 picks. So that is a guy that you rather have him throwing the ball. I mean, he can move. So we rather limit his ground game and then, make force him to throw the ball. Um, I would say he has Nick Marsh. Sorry, Nick Marsh is there. Pretty good
Yep.
receiver over there, and they got a transfer from Kent State. So I'm blanking on his name. McCary, something like that. McCray, he's pretty good at Kent State. Of course, he's moving up to more competitive level. So we'll see how that goes. But I don't expect too much from them offensively. I think we'll be just fine. Uh, Defensively, I don't think they have the guys on the outside to match up with ours. So that's my early take.
What about you, Guns?
Yeah, I mean, just offensive side, right? You just got to pay attention to Childs and Nick Marsh. I think it's cool that Childs will be coming home, playing at the Collie, and probably playing some of his family and friends. I think that would be cool to see. Interested to see this matchup, just from the fact that if you go back to the Oregon State matchup, obviously I know it was on the road at Oregon State. It actually is a pretty tough place to play at, and it was a tight game when we had Caleb and Lincoln Riley's first year. So I'm just interested to see what that matchup's going to look like, given the fact that it was a tight game. But again, I'm not expecting much. I think this is going to be an easy W for us. I did ask an AI overview of Michigan State, and they did highlight their defense is expected to be a strength. But again, I agree with B Jones. I'm not sure about their DBs and on the outside, like they can cover us. So that's I think going to be the big matchup for that. And then create turnovers. Like Beach over quite a, let's get those turnovers. And then lastly, I mentioned this as well for Purdue. Again, I did a Big Ten ranking just for portal classes only, and I have them 10th. Michigan State is 10th out of 18 teams, so they're kind of right in the middle of the pack. They added 23 while losing 23, so they pretty much right in the middle. They didn't lose anyone or gain anyone. But they're middle of the pack portal classes coming in as well, so just to kind of keep an eye on that. But that's not much else I can add on to early preview.
So we have Will Bradley saying most of the interceptions were first half of the season. The passing game will be improved. Well, we do have, according to, was it On Three, saying that DJ Wingfield is the best corner in the Big Ten? Is that what I saw?
I'm pretty sure you meant Harvey.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine if DJ Wingfield can play corner as well. DJ Harvey, yeah. But yeah, DJ Harvey was the best cornerback return this year. So I definitely expect us to be better, especially in the pass game. Their offense last year, Will Bradley says they're going to be better this year, but I still think that we have the better secondary, especially with DJ Harvey. So last year their offense was total 110th in the nation, 110th in offense. Passing was 79, so slightly better, but scoring offense was 123rd. They were 19th, or they scored 19.3 on average. Their defense was solid. Their total defense was 34th in the nation. Rush defense was 32nd, and they only allowed 206.9 yards passing, which is good for 46. So they were definitely good, but who they played last year, they had a tough schedule. They were 3-0 early on, but then they started playing their meat in the schedule. They lost to Boston College in a close one. Ohio State destroyed them. Oregon beat them for the most part, and they snuck out. They got a win against Iowa, which is pretty good. But then they lost to a non-passing team in Michigan, and then Indiana threw all over them, 47-10. Illinois beat them handily, and they did beat Purdue, but that's Purdue. And then they lost 41-14 against Rutgers. So it's going to be interesting. So maybe they'll be slightly better when it comes to their defense because it's going to be the scheme is going to be the same, but uh, I still don't think they'll be able to keep up with Makai Lemon, Jacoby Lane, and whoever is our third Prince, DJ, whoever. I still think that our passing game is going to be too much. And Slap Happy is here. How have you been, Slap Happy? But yeah, I just feel like we're going to be a little too much on both sides of the ball for them to keep up, and it's going to be at home. I don't think they have a real chance with us. So.
I saw
Not
that
only
they
that,
got. I saw that they got two big O line transfers from the portal, so they'll probably be better on that side of the ball this upcoming year. A center and then a guard.
that's cool because our defensive line is going to be pretty dominant this year.
Yeah, they're going to need
No, yeah.
that.
So I want them to get tested a little bit. So I'm hoping that's the case. That way you're better prepared for that Illinois game.
This will be our first Big Ten matchup of the season, right? Yeah.
No,
So,
Purdue.
Second.
It'll be our second Purdue.
we count those guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yep, we have Purdue right before Michigan State. Yeah.
count
Yeah.
Purdue as well.
No.
Yes, this will be their first Big Ten matchup. They don't really play, they play Western Michigan, Boston College, and Youngstown State before us. So this will be their first road game as well.
So they could
So
actually be 3-0 by time when we play them, or 3 or 4-0.
yep,
So
yep.
It'll be a drastic jump for them playing, as far as level of competition, playing the guys that play earlier before they play us.
shout out to Preston here, and Clap Happy says, "Glad I found you. Fight the hell on funny. Now our D is better. How ironic."
Well, Slap Happy, if you hit that notification bell, it will be a lot easier to find.
Yeah, you got to hit that notification bell, then you get notified every time that we go live.
Where was the pause? You put-
I don't know. He's starting to be like you just pausing everything. Real quick, shout out to Preston and Polly Walnuts. They're going to be having their first show. When is that your first show, Preston? Let me just measure this real quick.
Come on, get your head out the gutter, Preston.
So his first show. Let's.
You said August 30th, probably.
August 30th,
Yeah, it's a-
probably.
Pre-game show, so that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, shout outs to them. Whenever he goes live, just follow him on Twitter or wherever, and then you guys get notified. But let's see. What else do we really got to talk about when it comes to Michigan State? Like, I have really nothing else really much to say about it.
Yeah, I think we're good as far as the early preview of this matchup. I mean, obviously, our buddies at the college huddle, or the Ohio pod more specifically, think that Michigan State should be our in-conference rival. I think he said that more so because the Trojans and Spartans and the Trojan War way back that took place in Greece. But as far as themes and everything in pageantry, I think that would be pretty cool. But I would like Michigan State to at least be a lot more competitive. I mean, I know we don't really have room to talk as of late, but we know where we are and we know where we're going. Our trajectory is pointing up, and I can't really say the same for Michigan State. As far as them being an in-conference rival, I think in-conference rival would probably be more of a Michigan or
or Ohio State, if anything.
I say, yeah. I mean, we're talking about new in conference rivals, obviously.
Yeah, I can see
Yeah.
Michigan for sure, but yeah, Michigan State, they got to get this act together before you want to call anyone a rival.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
I really got
I'm good on Michigan State. Yeah.
All right, let's drop it.
I guess what's the time? What time are we gonna play that game? Last thing.
What's up, bro?
What time are we playing that game?
That's a good question.
The Michigan State game.
Yeah.
Yep. Have they
I'm
even
not sure if
announced
that
the
was the.
schedule?
I don't know if that's the one that's got announced. I want to say like 5:30. I could be wrong though.
Yeah, it still says TBD.
Yeah, I think that one's still TBD. I think the only ones were the first three.
And that one's gonna be at home though, right?
Right.
Yeah, it'll be a home game. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be should be a good game for us.
All right.
I think that's it. Should we open it up to the chat, or you guys got anything else?
I mean, if the chat wants to talk about anything,
Yeah, go ahead.
all means, let's
Yeah.
go.
You got that.
I was gonna say we don't have no recruiting updates, but if you guys have any questions, we can look to answer them. Yeah, we can open up to anything you guys want. Really.
Whoever wants to jump in, the link is in the chat. But yeah, today was just kind of a light day. Just kind of nothing really to kind of talk about. So we're just trying to give you guys a show. And if you want to join it, just let us know. And I'll bring you guys in.
Hey Preston, what do you mean your dad is gonna be rooting for Michigan State? How did that happen?
Wow.
What? Man, what's up with Tony, man? I got to talk to T. Fuller, man. He supposed to be on board with us, P. What's up?
Hey, someone's watching a football game?
I have no clue what's going on.
Oh, yeah, there's a game going on right now. We're playing on Jordan. Just breaking all over Missouri State. Sorry.
Oh, that's you playing?
Okay.
How about
Like,
that?
damn.
Dang, he's a
Yeah, right. He's a
yeah.
Bruin.
The Bruin. Wow.
How did that even happen, Preston?
Dang.
Well, my dad's a Bruin fan, so I can't say much. So
Mm-mm.
you gotta blame my mom for that one. So,
Sorry.
at least not a Notre Dame fan, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Let's-
Chris, where you at,
Jeff
man?
has a question.
What's up, Jeff?
How much better can we be than Vegas' odds? We oddly seem to fall within 1 to 2 games of the odds.
I'll say 2 games.
Hey Jeff, I'm gonna say this. Forget these Vegas odds because they had us going to the playoffs in that second year with Caleb, and you saw how that season went. So these Vegas odds could say all they want. They can hate on us, but I'm not gonna trust those odds. I'm gonna put money on USC making the playoffs.
So listen to
Hey, Vegas was right last year, Raul. Don't forget it, buddy. So
Yeah, that was last year. That was his first year. We were just hyped with Henny and Lynn, but this year our defense is gonna be the real deal. So yeah, I don't care what they say. My only concern is really more, like you guys say, the O line. That's my biggest concern.
as a
But our O line is going up against our defense, and that alone should make them better by the time we play those tougher games.
You're like to think so. You're like to think iron would sharpen iron to that one. But it just sucks that we have that question mark at this point.
I mean, we had a question mark until we found Elijah Page. We had question marks prior to, what I mean?
Hey,
So
and I'm gonna say this:
we
we no longer have Grinch.
yeah.
Will Bradley says MSU has two really good safeties who played well against Ohio State and Oregon. Injuries was a big problem last season. I think their tight ends can be an issue this year. I think the game will be a four-quarter game. All right. And Will, may I ask, are you a Michigan State fan or an alumni? Just
And
one.
then let's deep dive into last year's predictions, right?
Turn up the volume, guys.
We probably weren't talking loud enough, or the football game was going on in the background. I don't know, but
I blame you, man.
but going back to the Vegas odds, right?
Yeah.
Were they right last year? Sure, but that's because we couldn't finish the game because we didn't have the depth to finish that game.
They were still right though.
Very true.
Yeah, they are. But this year's odds, if you want to make money, put money on USC making the playoffs. I'm telling you guys, it's 5-1.
All right.
5-1 odds.
You're wrong.
We'll put some
if
money on this.
You're wrong, then you know who to go after.
I'm just saying, guys, they don't always get it right. They projected us to make the playoffs with Caleb Williams. So they had us doing really well, and you saw how we shit the bed that year.
I'll say this though. Back to your point, as far as depth, that is definitely not the case anymore. I mean, it's pretty amazing what we did as far as defensive wise, having the defensive line that we did. No offense to anyone from last year's team, but it doesn't even compare to this year's. Like, I know you guys haven't seen it yet, but I'm telling you, I would say that we're about 3 deep at every position on the defensive line right now that I feel comfortable with. And that's saying a lot, That's saying a whole lot. And then I got a feeling, man, one of these freshmen, I have a good idea it would be Jakeem Stewart because I've seen it with my eyes, but I still have a really good feeling about Gus, man. I think he's going to be a game record.
Well, then at that point, then we're 4 deep at other positions. Then, but
Yeah.
I definitely see that Gus can definitely make a huge impact just based off his tape and just the type of motor this kid has, and the passion that I feel like he's going to bring to that defensive line. Like, the kid seems very passionate and just very instinctual as well. So I'm excited.
He's got that Mamba mentality, man. He's out there he smells blood. He's gonna go after it.
Yep.
He's gonna be the real deal. It seems like.
2 other freshmen I have my eyes on too, man, that look really good. Cash Jacobson.
Yep.
Floyd Boucard. Yes. Those 2, I'm telling you, they're gonna be special, man.
I've been a huge fan of Floyd ever since last year, or coming out of high school. I was a little sad when he committed to Oklahoma at first, because I really thought the dude had a lot of potential and a lot of raw ability that would really translate into college. And it was good that we were able to bring him back over to USC, because I know he liked USC. I don't know why he committed to Oklahoma at that point, but maybe he was just nervous about USC, and then finally got over his nerves.
But we had to get some things straight, maybe. But yeah, man, I'm telling you, Cash and Boucard is definitely gonna be special, man. I think Boucard will end up being dominant by the time he gets out of here.
Yeah, and it's crazy. He already has the ability, but he hasn't been playing football for that long either.
He's got the right.
I just hope we can keep our defensive line staff for at least 4 years. Together, Lynn, Coach Henny.
Asking a lot, especially if we make the playoffs this year.
Yeah, I mean, I just want Lynn to finish what he's see what he started, let him, or what's that saying, or what's that I want him to see what he started and finish it, watching the end product basically.
Yeah, I want him to go leave USC on top, not like just like on the rise, like when it comes to like the defense. Like once we get to like a top 10 defense or whatever, and we make the playoffs or come close to like get into the finals or whatever, that's when I feel like okay, then like great, you've already given us the the core of this defense that we need to be successful. Then we can hire within, either have Henny or whoever wants. I don't even think Rob Ryan, but why am I blanking his name? But our DB's coach, but
Belk,
huh?
Belk.
Yeah, Bell. Yeah, I just hope we can keep hiring from within, from like a from Stanton's kind of scheme or so.
Yeah, honestly, Henny kind of in a way worries me because he did take the interview last year with the Saints. So I just always feel like he's always going to take interviews or look for go back to NFL. So I agree, and I hope that he should see it through and stay with us, especially since he's a big reason for obviously a lot of kids, but like Jakeem Stewart, for example, right? So not to go on a tangent, but just again, I could see some fallout if he does leave. So, which I hope not.
I
All
feel
right.
I feel like Chad will do his best at filling that position as well. I feel like Chad will not. I think, if anything, I can't say we will upgrade from Coach Henny, but we'll find someone just as good or whoever at this point.
I'll say this, man. All right, matter of fact, Coach, if you listen, Coach, you're not allowed to leave unless AD replaces you. That's it. That's the only way.
Nah, I'm gonna go as far as saying that, Coach, you can't leave until we win a natty. You gotta see it through, man. Once we win the natty, if you want to take that big pay raise, and that extra leap, do that. It's not gonna take us long, man. It's only gonna take us a year or two.
Yeah,
To see it through.
Like Nick Saban did it with a lot of his coaches. A lot of their coaches would leave after they win the national championship, but then that's fine. Just after the national championship.
Yep.
All right. What
I'm
else?
excited about this year, man.
Well, since we're on the topic, man, why don't you guys give me some sleepers that you got, or just excited to see from the freshman class?
Freshman
class or just overall?
Let's go freshman class first, then we'll go overall.
Gus Cordova.
Okay.
Yeah, we know your answer over there, bro.
Cordova, he seems nice. And then I want to see on the wide receiver side, what's his name? I'm going blank right now. His name. I think he's
Tanu?
Yeah, Corey Sims.
Well, there goes one of mine. So
or is it Tanuk Hines? I got to look at the image.
Well, Tanuk's not on campus right now, but yeah, huh?
There he is.
Is he? Oh yeah, yeah. But I think Corey Sims for offense and defense. It could be
Corey Sims is who I'm talking about.
It'd be easy to say Jakeem, but I kind of want to see either Alex Graham or Tristan Castro.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, I'll go Tanuk Hines on offense. I'm excited about what he can do. And then another one is Kendarius Reddick. Belk talks about this kid a lot, and he hasn't even been on campus yet. I think he was a summer enrollee, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, I'm just excited to see, what the hype is about, essentially from Belk's viewpoint. So,
all right. And real quick, shout out to Slap Happy for the $10 demo. Love you guys. Been on since 1974.
Appreciate you, Slap Happy.
Appreciate
you. Chad, who are you guys most excited to see? Preston says Steve Miller.
I like that. That's a good one.
He was the one that was taking some punt returns, right, or punt or special teams.
Yeah.
I think
Yep.
it's more Reddick, but maybe Miller as well. I'm
I think we're ready too.
not exactly sure with Miller, but it wouldn't surprise me.
But we've seen so much film, man. but
Yeah, they're both Georgia kids too, so I sometimes get mixed up with them too.
right.
So
All right, we got our boy in here. We have Kristen in here. How's it going, Kristen?
Chris,
You're on mute, by the way.
And did you say yours, B Jones?
no, I
yeah,
didn't.
of course.
Offensively, I think I already said Tanukans is one, and I want to see how Romero Ison's speed translates as well on the
Okay.
football field.
Okay.
You know, but yeah, I got my eyes on those two freshman wide receivers.
What about
Corey's
defense?
the obvious one, so I go with these two.
You
You
just
go
want
who on the defense?
What's that?
Who do you
Yeah.
have on the defense?
I already said it.
that's Cordova.
Oh,
Well, yeah,
Cordova too.
Boucard as well.
Oh, Picard. Okay. Who do you? Okay, so I guess we can just start going through this here. Who do you think is going to be the most improved from last year?
I don't know about most improved yet, but I got to shout out my guy Sam Gallegos. I want to see Marquise Gallegos out there as well. I
Marcus
think
still
he
good in the
can.
screen, man.
Yeah, we can't hear you, Kristen. But yeah, I want to see Marquise Gallegos on the field this year. I'm hoping he makes that jump and he can start getting some good playing time.
And you, for the most improved, you can't go with Jaden Mayama.
Well, I think we're all hoping for that.
Yeah,
For
Yeah,
sure.
I mean,
you
I was
know,
gonna say that was gonna be my pick because
yeah, you can't because that's everyone's pick.
I guess, but I'm saying we that's who we need to be the most
No,
improved this year.
you need to pick someone else.
most improved.
I'm gonna go Elijah Page.
But,
We need him to really be that anchor and protect Mayava so he can focus and make good decisions on the field.
Okay, okay. What about you, Gun or B Jones? You go.
you know what? Shout out to my guy, man, who everybody been kind of sleeping on, man, since transfer running back came in. But I'm gonna say BJ.
DJ.
Yeah,
I've seen the work that he's been putting in this summer, man. So uh, yeah, man, I think he's eager to prove. Especially since he's been overshadowed to some extent. You know what I mean? Everybody's been talking about Waymon Jordan. Of course, we're all happy to have Waymon Jordan, but B Jack is a guy too, man. So um, yeah, I think B Jack will be improved this year.
Okay, okay.
What's going
So
on, fellas? Can you hear me?
There we
yes,
go.
yeah, we can hear
Man, I
you.
don't know what's going on with this thing. I couldn't. I tried to get in last time. All I can hear is D Jones and everybody else. I couldn't hear or see.
yeah, Streamyard has been kind of acting up lately, but
Yeah.
for me, I'll go with. Let's see here. Who do I think will be an improvement next year? Let's see. I want to go with Janae Abasari. Or Abasari. I think he'll be more improved on the defensive line. I definitely think he'll take a leap next year. But yeah, so Kristen, we're talking about who are you most excited to see on the freshmen this year? Whoever gets a chance, offense and defense. Who are you most excited to see?
You said freshman. Obviously, not going to be a freshman though.
No, I'm just saying. No, well, we moved on to who's going to be most improved. But give us your freshman that you're most looking to see.
I think immediate impacts is going to have to be someone like Jakeem Stewart, someone along the defensive line. I don't. I mean, we got some fast wide receivers coming in. I don't see them hopping right in over the top out of Prince Strong and Lemon and all them. So I see Thanos being the freshman that get the most opportunity.
Okay. Well, what about defense? Who do you want to see the most? Like, let us know who you want to see, rather than just like who do you think's going to be. Uh,
You mean that's coming in this freshman class or period?
yeah, freshman class.
Gonna have to say about the same. Either gonna come down to Cash or Jakeem Stewart, but I like Jakeem Stewart's motor, and so that's who I'm interested to see the most. So I give so both the answer for me is Stewart.
Okay. What about offense?
Offensively, hmm, that's tough because I don't think are we considering Waymon a freshman? Is junior college don't count against acceptability?
No, we're not counting very much.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't get away with that one. I gonna say, well, since you don't count because man, I'm gonna have to say then the what's the wide receiver name that's fast that walked that dude down the 200 the other day?
Tanu,
Um, say it
Tanu,
again. Yes,
Tanu.
yes, yes,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, definitely excited to see those. So then, give us your most improved player for next year.
We're talking freshman class or period.
Just
Period.
period. But you can't go with Jaden Myallen if you're picking
I
him.
was gonna say my most improved is going to be Jaden Michael,
Nope, you got to pick
and
someone
I
else.
think the world is going to be shocked,
Okay,
especially with
and we get that, but you have to pick someone else because everyone else on this panel was going to pick him. So you gotta think outside the box.
I mean, but it would depend on why they say they picked him, though, right? Everybody logic and thinking is not the same. We
I
can pick
know,
No,
the same people,
but it wouldn't be
pretty
fun if everyone picked Jaden. So you got
but let me see. So improved outside of that, it's going to be tough because right now I'm still one of those people that B Jones we talking about that's worried about the offensive line. So, so I'm still one of those people that's worried about that. Um, you know what? Let's go with Stevens.
okay, definitely.
Let's go. Let's go. Actually, no. I want to go with Tompkins.
hmm.
Okay,
I'm going to
Okay.
go with Tompkins on the defensive line to take that next jump.
Yep.
that's a good one.
Another year being able to put some weight on and get stronger. We know he came to the sport late and all that, and he played well for us last year. I mean, he was on the side, but he played well for us last year, and uh, I think he takes that. He's that dude this year, and that person when you're game planning and you said, okay, we need to send two blocks this way, or we need to know where he lined up at. I think he becomes that type of player this season.
Hmm.
Yeah. Did you say yours, Guns?
Nope.
Oh, yeah, Guns. Who's your most improved player? You kind of missed for a little bit.
Most improved.
Yeah.
You
Hmm.
can go O line Tobias Raymond.
I'm gonna go defense. I mean, this might be a surprise, I guess, but I'm gonna say Celis. I think Celis is gonna be most improved on the defensive side. I'm very excited to see what he can do. Honestly, him and Conley. Really looking forward to seeing what those two can do.
Yeah.
Offense. I mean, I kind of have to agree with B Jones, B Jack. Um, excited to see what he can do in this offense again. Played a good amount towards the end, especially the bowl game, and I think it's going to be a rotation regardless that we have Wayman. I think he's definitely going to be in that rotation. So, um, yeah, I'd say B Jack.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who's going to be alongside DJ Harvey. We already know that we have Prophet Brown and DeCarlos, but then we also have some really good freshmen and redshirt freshmen with Celis, Braylon, Tristan, and Alex Graham. So who knows, maybe. Well, do we know what Hassan Longstreet's brother Kevin is going to be playing? Is he going
He's
to
more of a nickel guy.
nickel? Okay.
Yeah,
And we also have
Slap Happy put up a question. You guys understand it?
Preston.
No, the other one on top.
Let's see here. You talking about this one?
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
He says, I'm a tad worried as what will happen this year and next year. I look back at Texas A&M from 4 years ago and how they sucked. Can we/is Lincoln Riley taking us there? I hope so. If not, where do we go?
Our coaching staff is too good for that to happen.
At this point, we can't really think about the future. We just got to think about this year and how this year pans out. So, because we already know we're kind of locked in on a contract, so we just gotta ride with Lincoln until we just can't at that point, or until we feel like it's been going downhill. But we got to just give them all of our full support until we can't. Really, at this point, like I don't know really what else to say about that because I think we just kind of got to just support him.
I mean, going back to what we've been saying regarding Lincoln Riley, he fixed the mistakes he made and why we regressed off of that first year.
Yeah.
Which was Grinch, and I mean, like I said, Hansen was not it when it came to the O-line. And obviously, Lynn, second year, we barely lost those games last year, and this year, I really think we make the playoffs, guys. I'm telling you, 5-1 odds. Jump on that if you can.
I do too, Ro, but I don't. Yeah, Grinch was a big reason that we regressed. But I think the biggest reason we regressed is if you look at year one, we had a top portal class. You look at all the players that we got in that portal and all of them that's actually balling in the NFL at a high level. And once that class left after a year, coming back that next year, the year after, we had nothing because of what Riley inherited. We had no talent, no linemen, no nothing. And so in order for us to keep that up year in, year out, we needed to have another portal class like we did the first year. And we started seeing because our NIL was set up, we couldn't even get people to come in the portal. They'll busy go somewhere else and we'll lose them. That's really what happened with the regression was the roster that we had and not having nothing on the backup due to what he inherited.
Yeah, I mean that's part of it, right? But then that's another thing he fixed, right? With when it came to recruiting, now he can just fully focus on just being a head coach.
Yeah. And I think right now this is the first time Lincoln Riley is kind of like firing on all cylinders when it comes to the coaching staff and the players that we have. Like I feel like this is like his most complete staff and talent that he's had ever since getting to USC. So
the biggest thing is that NIL is together. That's the biggest thing. That's the driver is that NIL is on together.
Exactly.
I think this is the best stuff he's had in his whole career, period.
Yeah. I think it's safe to say that. I mean, both, but as far as defense coordinators, he's never really had a good one. So
yeah, he hasn't. Damn. All right. Anything else we want to talk about before we get out of here? I think we should be all set.
All right.
So we're definitely going to get out of here. Hopefully, there's more stuff to talk about next week or next Wednesday. So hopefully, we have an update on maybe DJ Wingfield's situation, and then go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Become a member if you want to become a free safety at Cal Southern Centaurs, and also if you guys want a chain, we have 41 days left before we can before the season starts, and if you're going to be planning on making a game at the Coliseum or anywhere that they're playing, and if you want people to come up to you and say like, "Hey, great chain," definitely get a chain from me at this point. But other than that, we're going to get out of here.
Hey, Blackie Chan, before you head out, I'm just gonna throw a joke though. Can we get a discount code or whatever? Like if you got a reference roll with Blackie Chains and we get 10% off.
I don't know if that's so much of a
What?
joke. But no.
I'm just joking, man. But
Bro,
appreciate everyone in the chat and whoever joined. Hopefully we can see you guys here next Wednesday.
All right, well, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Keep the torch burning bright, guys. And as always, fight on.
Fight on.
Fight on.